Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We're going to talk about the Division beta. It's been about a week since I've played it itself. I've looked at some of the footage playback wise to really get a feel about playing the game and really seeing anything I missed while I was playing. So the PvP aspect is what we've been talking about in the Dark Zone. The PvE aspect of it outside of the Dark Zone has been solid. I really like the content. But again, this is the first exposure for the open beta. So it's my first walk in the Dark Zone. Like, I've only been in the Dark Zone maybe not even 30 seconds. I walk in on a bunch of players. I'm a level 1, mind you. Actually, I'm a level 6 walking into here. And I walk in and I go on a team that's a rogue, alright? 4-man team. I can hear them talking to each other over my microphone in the game, the in-game speaking mechanism in there. Not sure if there's any way to really turn that off, but the thing is, I'm listening to the guy talk to his team about his tactical advantages and what they're going to do, where they're going to run, so I can hear anything. It takes away from the tactical aspect of the game. Another thing is the rogue system, how it is there. Like, I was shot once, and he doesn't go rogue. If you shoot someone that's while you're shooting an NPC, they can run in front of you, and while you're firing, you can go rogue there. So players will bait you to go rogue. Now, in this system, currently going solo, like I tried it solo and I tried it with a team, and really going in solo is just unattainable. Really, it's just one of those things that you're gonna see here. How there's one guy that comes up by himself rogue. You can see him here. Everyone here just goes up and runs up on him. And now this is one of the issues with the Dark Zone. Like, you have just ganked this person because everyone on the server that is playing here is congregated here. They see one guy rogue and you are just swamped. This is the issue I have with the PvE that really concerns me. Or the PvP, mind you, is that when you're playing solo, you really are being a vulture off other teams. You're really just following other people and seeing what you could pick up from the 4-man teams and seeing if you come across anyone rogue. Because if you're not in a team, you actually surviving a rogue solo into a manhunt, which when you're in a manhunt status is the only time that your rogue status will decrease and allow you to go back to an agent status, is for you to go into a manhunt, which a manhunt is kill 5 people, and then you have a, it's like a 120 or 200 second countdown where you have to survive. If you engage anyone, or actually if someone shoots you, you're considered in combat, which in that case, your timer does not decrease. So it forces you to engage people as you're running away to stay alive. Doing that solo against 8 people, as you can see on the top left, like the player bracket, 8 out of 8, that simply is to show you who's possibly in there. But I've seen circumstances where there's more than 8 people in the bracket, which really is very misleading. You're going to see here what happens in here is you're having a firefight with a bunch of PvE players, and really everyone's swapping for this PvE, and I've been shot in the back and that person was not rogue. Like, there's really an issue and inconsistency with the rogue system. But this game, when it comes to PvP, is really designed around a 4-player squad. You can matchmake outside of the Dark Zone to come in, but I mean, it's one of those things that this is going to be a game where you are playing with a lot of friends. I came in knowing this aspect, but some people don't like that. But really, like, here's another example. This guy comes up, and everyone's swamping him, and you can easily go rogue here. And in this circumstance, this guy's engaging a NPC, and he accidentally steps in front of someone, or actually someone steps in front of him while he's shooting, goes rogue, and everyone takes him. And these places where the NPCs come out, where the players congregate, is another thing that really is challenging and it's not a game aspect challenging, but more of a challenging that you don't want to mess with just because it makes it very difficult. Like, I know they can't make an area where you cannot go rogue in here, but really the system needs to be looked at in a different light and possibly implemented in a way that the rogue system is not in there and you just go ham on whoever you want to, and they can run away, you can run away. Like, the impression that a lot of people are asking for is that you have a game that you're playing and you are seeing a chaotic world where when whoever you engage at free will. They engage you at free will. You don't show up on a map if you're manhunt. You don't show up through walls if you're rogue, which really takes away the stealth aspects of the game, really takes away the cover aspects of the game, because everyone can see you. Like, the first part, I come in the dark zone and I see these guys, and they are almost middle way through the entire map. It's something that needs to be looked at either in this game or a follow-on game. So it's really, some of the mechanics are just not attainable in a PvP environment especially when you're going solo. But I have seen instances where 4-man teams can exploit certain parts of the map. Like in this particular area, there's a ladder where you can camp at that is like an alley that there's only one way in and one way out. And a team of 4 can hold that because there's only one way in. So they've pretty much forced you to either run constantly, which is sometimes very difficult because you can run in players anywhere on the map. Really, if someone comes into the dark zone, you happen to run by them, they can engage you, and they can see you the instant they come in. And these areas where they're pinned off areas are really just camping areas, and it's very, very hard for anyone to engage in one that's rogue. And then once they go unrogue, they can walk out, see what's out there, no issues. So you can have certain team members that go on manhunt first, quickly, and they wait. Once they tick down, they go down and explore what's out there for the rest of their team, and really they are like, oh, hey, yeah, it's clear or it's not clear, something like that, and then these players don't get engaged. And if all the other players down there engage them, they go rogue. So it's something where the maps really are allowing camping in a way. It really takes away from the rogue system they wanted because of the aspects of the alley you can camp in. And this isn't something new where the alley, I mean, I've seen it on the stream from the developers using this alley as well and putting things like this in there, really knowingly, that is, because I mean, even the official Twitch page with the people from who made a division playing or using this really makes it very just lopsided, because in this particular person I was watching play didn't want to use it because they didn't want to quote unquote exploit the game or something like that. But players playing the game don't care because they want the advantage. And I've tried to go up in this place and attack it, and it is very difficult, and it's almost impossible. I have seen where I have particularly just seen it just to see what it's about. I mean, how can I attack if someone's up here from trying to use it? And really, from trying to use it, I didn't really see any way if you were in a 4-man team. And especially if you ended up actually being in a 4-man team, coming across other players that would team up with you on the server, and you go rogue together, and there's 6 of you, which I've seen, and they sit up there, really makes it very hard. And that sort of thing is very difficult. But I'm going to end this here. Overall, I'm really looking forward to this game, even from a PvE standpoint. I will explore the PvE, I'll put some videos, things like that up on it, but it's not something I'm going to concentrate. A lot of the PvP aspects for me are to get some of the rarer loot easier, as opposed to attempting to grind through the PvP sections within, or the PvE sections in the actual game. So some of the drops that you get from the Dark Zone, a lot of them are more beneficial to you than any other items that you would have in the uh, PvE sections. Mainly because you're in the Dark Zone, and then being in a squad, the NPCs will drop higher, uh, higher actual gear for you, and they'll drop more cosmetics as well for your character. And to me, cosmetics you can find in the game to try to make other players that are around you different is something I do like. But I will see you guys next time. Um, and I will see you guys in a division when we pull it up on the 8th and we get into it. Also, another thing is that hopefully this is fixed by the 8th is here we see instant spawn NPCs where NPCs are supposed to be on the first floor and also on the second floor. But in this instance, we're on the second floor, and NPCs spawn in the middle of us on the second floor, and as we retreat, they spawn on the first floor as well as we retreat down. That's something that needs to be redressed. So I will see you guys next time. Later.